Dating advice for women over 50 is usually terrible because it assumes you are trying to become 35 again. You are not. You are not dating to prove you are still attractive. You are not dating because your life is empty. And you are not dating because someone else decided you should put yourself back out there. If you're dating after 50, after divorce, loss, caregiving, raising children, building a career, or years of simply choosing peace, the goal is different now. You are not looking for someone to rescue you. You are deciding whether someone deserves access to the life you already built. And that is why the rules have changed. Pew Research found that online dating is no longer rare among older adults. About 1 in 6 Americans over 50 has used a dating site or app. But Pew also found something important. Women over 50 are more likely than men their age to describe online dating as negative. So if you have tried it and thought, "This is exhausting," you're not imagining it. The problem is not that dating is over. The problem is that most women over 50 are using old rules in a completely different world. Here are 6 rules that actually fit dating after 50. Rule number 1. Your profile should filter, not impress. A lot of women write dating profiles like they are trying not to offend anyone. I like travel, reading, music, and spending time with family. That sounds safe, but it gives the other person nothing specific to respond to. It also attracts people who are not really looking at you. They are just swiping through anything that feels pleasant enough. After 50, your profile should not be a sales pitch. It should be a filter. Do not write, "I like to travel." Write, "I am trying to visit every national park in the Southwest." Do not write, "I enjoy reading." Write, "I will happily lose an entire Saturday inside a bookstore." Do not write, "Family is important." Write, "Sunday dinner with my adult kids is sacred and I am not apologizing for it." The right man does not need a generic version of you. He needs enough truth to know whether he can meet you there. Specificity will turn some people away. Good. That is the point. Rule number 2. Safety is not paranoia. This is where women over 50 need clear rules, not vague warnings. Pew found that nearly half of online daters over 50 say they have encountered someone they thought was trying to scam them. The FTC also reports that romance scams continue to thrive online, especially when scammers move people from dating apps or social media into private conversations. So here is the system. First, stay on the platform until trust has been earned. Do not let a stranger rush you to text, WhatsApp, Telegram, or email because he doesn't check the app much. That may be innocent, or it may be a way to remove the safety features. Second, have a video call before meeting. A video call will not catch every scammer, but it will expose many fake profiles quickly. Third, never send money, gift cards, crypto, banking information, or help with an emergency to someone you have not built a real-life relationship with. Not for a plane ticket, not for a medical bill, not because his account is frozen, not because he is suddenly stranded overseas. Fourth, meet in a public place, drive yourself, and tell someone where you are going. That is not fear. That is adult judgment. You lock your front door, you check your bank statement, you wear a seatbelt. Dating safety belongs in the same category. Rule number 3, the first date should be shorter than you think. At 25, a first date might have meant dinner, drinks, and 4 hours of trying to decide whether this person could be your future. After 50, that model is often too much pressure. A first date is not a relationship interview. It is a chemistry check. Make it short, public, and easy to leave. Coffee at 10 in the morning, a walk through a public garden, a museum visit, a local art fair, a bookstore cafe. 90 minutes is enough. If the conversation flows, you can meet again. If it does not, you have not sacrificed your entire evening or sat through a dinner you wanted to escape after the appetizer. Activity-based dates also solve the awkward silence problem. When you're looking at art, walking through a market, or standing in front of a garden, the world gives you something to talk about. You are not there to perform. You are there to notice how you feel around him. Do you relax? Do you laugh? Do you feel respected? Do you feel rushed? Your body often notices the truth before your mind explains it. Rule number 4, do not audition for a man's approval. This may be the most important rule for women over 50. You are not applying for the role of someone's girlfriend. You are not competing with younger women. You're not trying to prove that you are low maintenance, endlessly flexible, or grateful for attention. A man who wants you to shrink your life so he can feel larger is not a prize. After 50, compatibility matters more than chemistry alone. Does he respect your schedule, your family, your friends, your independence, your health boundaries, your money boundaries, your need for your own home, your own routines, your own quiet? This is where newer research on later life relationships is interesting. Studies on living apart together relationships show that many older adults build committed partnerships without immediately merging households. For some people, intimacy and independence can coexist. That matters because many women over 50 are not asking, "Can I find a man?" They are asking, "Can I find connection without losing the life I fought to create?" That is a completely different question, and it is a healthier one. Rule number 5. Stop comparing every new man to a full-length marriage. If you were married for 20, 30, or 40 years, dating again can feel almost unfair. A new person cannot compete with shared history. He does not know how you take your coffee. He was not there when your children were born. He does not remember the house you bought, the bills you survived, the vacations you took, the illness you walked through, or the inside jokes that took decades to build. So when you sit across from someone new and think, "This does not feel the same," of course it does not. It cannot. The danger is that you may compare a 3-week connection to a 30-year emotional archive. That does not mean you should lower your standards. It means you should be honest about what you are measuring. Familiarity is not the same thing as compatibility. Chemistry is not the same thing as character. And grief is not the same thing as discernment. Let new people be new. Give them time to become known, but do not ignore red flags just because you are lonely. Rule number 6. Your honesty is your advantage. The great advantage of dating after 50 is that you no longer have to pretend your life is simple. You have history. You have preferences. You have scars. You may have adult children, aging parents, health concerns, financial boundaries, faith commitments, grief, routines, pets, travel dreams, or a home you do not intend to leave. That does not make you complicated in a bad way. It makes you real. And at this stage of life, real is attractive to the right person. Do not hide what matters. If you want companionship but not marriage, say that. If you want marriage, say that. If you want to date slowly, say that. If you are not available for late-night drama, say that. If you love your independence and want someone who respects it, say that too. Clarity may reduce the number of matches, but it improves the quality of the ones that remain. And that is what women over 50 often understand better than anyone. More attention is not the same as better attention. So what does all this mean? Dating after 50 is not over, but it is different. The apps are different. The risks are different. The first dates are different. The emotional history is different. And for many women, the goal is different. You are not trying to rebuild the life you had at 30. You're deciding who, if anyone, belongs in the life you have now. That is not desperation. That is discernment. So if you have been telling yourself, "I am too old for this," ask a better question. Am I too old to be curious? Too old to be seen? Too old to laugh across a coffee table? Too old to feel excited before a message arrives? Too old to be known by someone new? The answer may not be yes. It may simply be, "I need better rules." If this helped, tell me in the comments which rule you needed to hear most. And if you are a woman over 50 who has tried dating again, what would you tell someone just starting? This is the Senior Dossier, where we talk honestly about life after 50 and 60. Health, money, purpose, relationships, and the chapters nobody prepared us for. Subscribe if you want more honest conversations like this.